I'm Megan Lavilla in the studio with Mohenjo Daro for 91.7 WVXU for Cincinnati Public Radio. Can you guys tell me a little bit about the pieces that you're going to be performing today?
So the first one we're going to perform had the working title of Orchids, which was, it's in 6. We have an older piece called Lotus in the same time signature, basically. So this piece, when we wrote it, just became a little more like reminiscent of that first piece. So, we do all instrumental stuff. So there's no vocals, and we just feel everything through the notes. And there are solo sections and this and that. So the second piece we're gonna do, I'll be playing guitar on that one, slide guitar. And I really liked the name Zolos. And,
Zolos?
Yeah, so we used that. It's actually the name of a dog. So, and not much, real, history, and the meaning behind the names is not really as important as the music itself.
Right.
Sometimes when there's no lyrics involved, you're kind of just grabbing at what inspiration there is.
Right,
So,
exactly, yeah.
On top of that, we have to have working titles or we'll forget where they are on the list.
Right.
So,
You say working titles.
yeah.
And so, earlier I heard you guys referring to one of them as, the banjo song or something like that. Do you end up just going by that sometimes?
Just for practice reasons, but yeah, we got to come up with a title for the piece.
And what you heard, that stemmed from me being like 136 years old, as you can see, and my memory. So I don't remember the names. I just remember banjo piece, tabla piece, whatever. So that comes more from my not remembering the titles.
So it wasn't your dog.
Correct.
All right, well, we'll get started with the first piece whenever you're ready. That was beautiful. It really just transports you. Transports you. So, can I have you guys just tell me a little bit about yourselves, about the band, how it all started, introduce the members?
So we're actually celebrating 30 years as a band this year. We started out at the christening of the Aronoff Center back in 1995. Jim and I and the founding flute player who left around 2000, we started out playing for a dancer, creating the music for a piece that he wrote. And after the performance, we really like how everything clicked musically. That was the first time I'd met Jim, and we just went from there and continued as a band. And Johnny came into the band about 2001.
Yeah,
02?
something
Yeah,
like that.
something like
Oddly
that, yeah.
enough, I had been at that first performance, and I thought, those guys right there are my band.
What?
I can't wait till I'm playing with them.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. That's awesome. You just had to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. Well, tell me a little bit about inspiration with the name, and tell me a little bit about your instruments.
So the founding member actually named the band, and it's an ancient city in Pakistan, right? Known for its rich, cultural and artistic history. So that's where the name came from, and you'll see a lot of variations of that name out there. Other bands have used it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we've had the same name, for 30 years now. So over here we have Johnny Ruja, and he plays the flute, and he's holding a bansuri right now. So combination of bansuri flutes and traditional flutes. This is Jim Feist on tabla. And I'm Zach Mecklem, playing guitar and 4-string tenor banjo.
Perfect. How many of each of your instruments do you just have in total?
Buckets.
I figure
yeah.
rooms
I
full.
mean,
How
yeah,
many instruments do we have in total of our own?
Yeah,
I
I
have
was just
62
wondering.
of these at my house
there you go.
62.
because I just counted yesterday, and that is
You knew
way
I was
not
gonna-
enough.
Not enough,
Trust me.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you get to a point, you're just a collector, and then
Well, and there's the added thing for me anyway. Well, for Johnny as well. You can't just run down to UDF and get another one of these or Walmart.
that's true.
So when I come across them, I fix them, put the new heads on them, and then I keep them.
Yeah.
So I'm always scared because I'm, 8,000 miles away from where you can get new ones.
Right,
So-
right, exactly. Do you have favorites?
I do. Absolutely, I do. And it's weird. Like the most expensive violins and cellos and violas are, obviously in the millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands easy. The most expensive tabla that you could ever buy, is like $300 in India.
That's not
So
bad.
yeah, like there's not that, but the sound. So the wood itself, there's not much of an emotional attachment to, but the sound of this skin head is what sort of grabs me with particular drums in my room, and then that eventually goes bad. Then you have to put another one on. Then it's like a whole new drum, even though it's still
Right.
the same shell.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's the same with reeds, all the reed instruments, a different reed sounds different, completely different, stuff like that. Wow. Okay. Well, are the pieces you're going to be performing today originals? A little bit of traditional folk music mixed in? How do you usually
100% original.
100%
And,
original?
but the influence is apparent. We play Indian and Middle Eastern world fusion music, basically. So, we took all those influences and mixed them with our own Western music history. And 3 of us grew up listening to jazz and rock and roll and just the typical stuff. But Jim got a hold of those instruments, the tabla in like 90, 91, and he started the study of that. And he actually forfeited the drum kit to study these drums because it took that much focus and practice,
Yeah.
so that he pretty much tossed the Western music aside to pursue the tabla. So
And I think that that's not unique in the group too, because you grew up playing bass, and I grew up playing guitar, and then switched to flute pretty early on, and
That's a
played
switch.
guitar in a lot of bands and stuff like that. But then at a certain point, I just was like, well, when I practice, I'm just going to practice flutes from now on.
Yeah.
So
And Johnny is also a fantastic drummer and played with Drums for Peace, which is a local sort of iconic band from yesteryear, as we say.
and these days, whenever I play with them, I just play flutes. I get to play with all the best drummers in town. Why should I play drums as an amateur? You know.
Where are some of the places that you guys perform around the city?
We've performed
Everywhere.
almost everywhere, but many museums.
Aronoff Center, bars, clubs,
Yeah,
Yeah, literally everywhere.
weddings.
yeah,
Okay.
certainly all those things.
Not funerals yet, but
Not yet.
Well, what are some upcoming performances that you guys have?
well, right now we're working on some recordings. Nothing in the books yet,
Okay.
but yeah,
Exciting.
we're doing the
plans.
social media thing, so we usually let people know. So
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, as far as new pieces, that piece has only been performed in public once, and this next piece has never been performed in public. So
Wow. I guess we're special. Beautiful. I saw that you all switched setups for this piece from the last piece. Do you do that with every song?
We do change up instruments quite a bit. Drums in different keys,
Right.
different flutes that suit themselves to the piece. Zach will play several different guitars during a set, banjo, as well as he's a fantastic darbuka player, Middle Eastern drum player as well. So during a set we might play all those different instruments.
Right, yeah. And that's an alto flute, correct?
It is an alto flute.
Nice. And I wanted to ask about what was the metal piece on your finger?
Oh, let's guitar slide.
So using a little bit of everything to get the right sounds. Okay. And let's just talk about the studio for a second. What do you think of it? We just moved into this building a couple months ago, so we're trying to get, a little bit of feedback on everything.
Very comfortable in here.
Yeah.
Very relaxing. We got a short little tour after the last time we performed here, so.
Oh, nice.
No, it's beautiful. It's really nice.
And
This is
how?
my first time in here. I missed the tour last time, so
Oh, well, we can take you on a tour this time, if
now
you
I'm
like.
starting to relax. Can we play for the rest of the day?
Yeah, really. It is, yeah. And how would you describe this studio to other musicians?
Absolutely warm and inviting. And all the engineers I've worked with here so far are just extremely knowledgeable and very helpful and extremely understanding of how aggravating musicians can be.
Brian's great. Shout out to Brian. And then about radio in general, why do you guys think that radio stations are important?
Certainly the discovery of these unusual kinds of music growing up wouldn't have been possible without public radio. I remember one of my favorite records of all time. I heard a review of it on VXU. It's like, wait, what is that record they're talking about? I had to find that record, and it completely influenced my playing style. So I think that the discoveries that we make through public radio are just it's the most important thing a musician can have.
Okay, perfect. And you are, so you're so you're a listener of WVXU?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Okay. When you are not performing, what are you kind of going out to see music-wise?
Well, I would have to say that because we're all working and collaborating musicians, we have obligations to go see our peers when they're out there playing. So it could be a lot of things. It depends on who we're working with. It's a great pleasure to be in this community and have those contacts all the time and go see local musicians in a huge variety of venues. So, and a lot of times because we're on the set, but sometimes we just want to go support.
Right, yeah.
Right. And I actually teach at CCM in the ethnomusicology department, so all the kids that I teach are playing in the jazz band or the wind symphony. So I'm down there constantly seeing their recitals and whatnot. So I'm exposed to all different kinds of electronic media music, like violin concertos, and then even around town when those guys play jazz in some of these clubs, I go and see them. So the university is a cool place to find all that stuff, and I'm lucky that I'm teaching there and get to be exposed to all that music. All these guys are playing at a high level, so it's pretty cool.
Right, and all the different, styles that come out of CCM, like you said, like there's, the classical jazz, there's
It's incredible, yeah.
Music production, yeah. And one of our coworkers, Trinity, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do know Trinity. Trinity tries to pass herself off as a pianist, but she is an amazing tabla player. I mean, she is really good in tabla, and the world needs to know that. So
Trying to recruit her.
that's right. She learned from me.
Yeah, well, recruit her to perform with.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. But she is just she's amazing. We love Trinity.
Well, we just listened to Mohenjo Daro performing here in the Performance Studio. I'm Megan Lavilla on 91.7 WVXU.
Cincinnati Public Radio is proud to support local music. You can become a sustaining member at wguc.org or wvxu.org. Like and subscribe for more performances.